Elon Musk, an American entrepreneur, has surprised the globe by disclosing Speaker Nancy Pelosi's murky corruption activities. Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, is undoubtedly a master at exposing unscrupulous characters and wrongdoing. Elon Musk found what, exactly? Will this force Biden's administration to depose one of its own? And why does this spell the end for the current House of Representatives Speaker? Join me in this video today as we discuss how Elon Musk recently revealed Nancy Pelosi's corruption. Nancy Pelosi and Elon Musk are hardly unfamiliar names to us. But let's imagine for the purposes of this introduction that Elon Musk is a well-known tech billionaire, the creator of SpaceX, a passionate Twitter user, and the proud owner of the social media platform. On the other hand, Nancy Pelosi has been a member of Congress for a very long time. She has proudly served for 2 terms as Speaker of the House of Representatives and is currently the senior leader of the Democratic Party. What relationship does Elon Musk have with the American House of Representatives Speaker? Let's just say that in the land of opportunity, Elon Musk has his own preferences. How could he not be worried given that he was an American citizen? Since Pelosi entered American politics, the Tesla CEO has expressed several reservations about her unexpected financial growth. However, this is not where we want to begin. Let's start with the intriguing beginning of how the two began examining one another's life. Paul Pelosi, Nancy's husband, was hit with a hammer inside their house. A man apparently attacked the couple's spouse when he was at their home, leaving him with serious injuries, according to a report. Following this news, the tech billionaire posted a link to a Santa Monica news outlet's piece titled "The Horrible Truth." Paul Pelosi was drunk again on Twitter, and in an altercation early on Friday morning with a male prostitute. Given that this was disproved and is not the case, it is unclear why Elon posted it. A few days after Elon Musk bought Twitter, this took place. Millions of people criticized his remark on social media, with many of them accusing him of spreading a conspiracy idea. Elon Musk, who wanted to discredit Nancy Pelosi, took a serious hit from that, though. He claimed to be an absolute believer in the right to free speech, but his position was going to be called into question by numerous opponents who had voiced concerns about the appropriate boundaries for this right. The free speech implementation on the website, according to several critics, would lead to numerous instances of false information being spread on the platform. Nothing was worse than seeing Elon Musk, who claimed his platform would be free of misinformation, be accused of a conspiracy while simultaneously disseminating misinformation with his own tweets. But hold on. We must not jump to judgments before hearing the entire narrative. It proceeds. The Santa Monica news site has drawn criticism for publishing false material and lies. That is indisputable. There is usually some truth to a rumor, though. Musk nevertheless had to withstand some harsh criticism from individuals like Hillary Clinton. Clinton was especially upset with the Republicans and chastised them for inciting hatred and crazy conspiracy theories. She claimed that the Republican Party and its representatives now frequently disseminate bigotry and insane conspiracies. Although startling, the outcome of violence is not unexpected. We must hold them responsible as citizens for their remarks and subsequent actions. David Wayne DePape, the alleged attacker, was posed by Clinton. A Fox-affiliated broadcaster in Oakland is believed to have falsely stated that the assailant was in his underwear. Despite the fact that Musk's story had already traveled like wildfire to social lives, this fresh information has caused even another debate. Fox News does excellent reporting as always. Do you recall the news Elon Musk published? Are these not more than just coincidences, in your opinion? Nevertheless, it is asserted that the Fox-affiliated network misreported the events. Something does look odd, which is why Elon Musk insisted on revealing the negative aspects of the Pelosi essay. According to Nancy Pelosi, she wasn't present when the incident happened. She also had a statement to make. Anderson Cooper speaks with CNN during an interview. Elon Musk's decision to make such news received criticism from Pelosi. She remarked that the situation is quite terrible for the nation. That those with such high prominence wouldn't blatantly distance themselves from the facts and the truth is extremely unfortunate for the nation. She continued by saying that it traumatizes people who are affected. They obviously don't care, but it is damaging to the unity that we want to see in our nation. Musk has, of course, already deleted the post, but disinformation often leaves a lasting impression. The tech billionaire removed his tweet without providing any justification. Unexpectedly, Donald Trump had a lot to say on the upcoming lawsuit while declining all requests for remarks. In typical bully fashion, He mocked the assault while also making some somber remarks that seemed to throw light on what may otherwise appear to be hidden by darkness. Arizona's Kari Lake, a candidate for governor, asserts that safeguarding our children at school is not hard. Democrats present themselves as Nancy Pelosi. She is, however, protected while in Washington, D.C. Evidently, there isn't much security at her home. He was trying to get his audience to chuckle, but you should be wondering how David Dipp managed to get into the home of a senior politician from the most powerful nation on earth. Please record? Let's examine David Wayne's background in more detail. Has he ever been convicted of a crime? Does he have any violent past that has been documented in the black books? There is only one method to discover who exactly Pappy was at the time of his imprisonment. You will be astonished to learn this. He had a long history of expressing outlandish viewpoints online. Do you have any aggressive thoughts? Unfortunately, violent behavior is not always implied by radical ideologies. Even though this claim has been repeatedly refuted, the alleged attacker, David DePapa, used his Facebook page to promote content that claimed the 2020 election had been rigged. He also included a lot of transphobic memes and links to websites that oppose immunization. His social media accounts don't seem to show that he's violent. However, it is indisputable that people have a propensity for violence. However, there has been no information that connects David to any robbery, assault, or other hitman-related activities. The American Speaker of the Representatives insisted that it had to do with the earlier uprising, but that doesn't explain how David was able to break into the home of a prominent American citizen with such ease. Unfortunately, high-ranking political figures' spouses in America don't receive security when they are apart from their partner. There are two possible conclusions. Elon Musk is either speaking the truth or there is more to the story than first appears. Could it have something to do with the fraud that Elon Musk is about to reveal? You can be confident that by the time this video is over, you will know the solution to the posed question. Before taking his message offline, in a fairly important statement, Musk hinted that there might be more to the matter than first appears to Hillary Clinton. Additionally, you may be certain that the plot is more complex than first appears. David Pappy was charged with 6 charges despite entering a not guilty plea. What was Musk trying to achieve by bringing up such a contentious issue at the expense of his own nicely cultivated reputation? Do you believe that Musk is never careless about telling fresh lies? Give the guy some credit, please. Other from his anti-vaxxer content, have you ever noticed Musk disseminating false information on social media platforms? No doubt. And if this is the first significant piece of false information he has shared, don't you believe he was trying to convey something? Thankfully, another incident that worried Pelosi would only demonstrate his argument. This time, Republican Elon Musk is not involved. However, this time they will have a Democrat shouting against a Democrat, which sounds like a house divided among itself. There are already terrible overtones when Republicans speak out against Democrats. The long-standing American politician was attacked by a left-wing Democrat who labeled her a crooked oligarch who only serves the wealthy. Paul Pelosi had just been arrested for allegedly driving while intoxicated. The primary reason I ran was because more people are beginning to recognize the corruption of Nancy Pelosi, according to Zahid Butari, who was campaigning to topple her. I'm not a politician, as you may know. I work in accountability. You might be wondering why blue tar was used in Paul Pelosi's case at this point. But let's clarify this further. After hitting a Porsche's boot, Paul Pelosi was discovered to be driving under the influence of alcohol. We'll go on even if it's unclear how Nancy Pelosi is to blame for this. Bhutan was upset by this, but not as much as the fact that Nancy's family had a history of insider trading, which is said to be just as significant in the prosecution of drunk driving. In all honesty, what is much more disgusting is the Pelosi family's ongoing history of insider trading and Nancy's failure to discuss any issues since 1987. The speaker admitted that her family had scoped millions in bullish options for stocks like Micron Technology, Salesforce, Roblox, and Google the very month she made this confession. She defended the right of lawmakers to get rich from stock by saying this. The couple of stock trades have come under intense scrutiny over the past year. Our economy is based on free markets. If you don't understand why Nancy Pelosi is so defensive, you should be able to engage in that. Several congressmen have recommended preventing politicians and their wives from trading stocks. Mr. Posey spent $2.2 million on Tesla stock during this time. Naturally, this decision caused a lot of controversy because Pelosi represented a group that had a conflict of interest and her estimated net worth is $100 million. Paul Pelosi also owns a huge number of equities. On the other side, Nancy doesn't own any, Yet Uter accused Nancy Pelosi of being cut off from the problems of the typical Franciscan because of her excessive riches. The prevalence of homelessness as such is the biggest issue in San Francisco. Nancy is anticipated to stop prioritizing housing as a commodity, a decision that has left vacant units and failed to provide for those in need of refuge. We may draw a lot of conclusions from the fact that Butari is likewise not receiving adequate support for the causes he is advocating. It's possible that Pelosi's personal corruption influenced the Biden-Harris administration's institutional corruption. Feel free to discuss your motivations.